Good morning, welcome back. It is a mail day video. Talked about this one the other day, or at least briefly mentioned it. So one of the regular viewers over here, Dylan Conley, got to know him pretty good over there on the Twitter machine, X, whatever they call it now. We've done a few trades, so I've got some items from him in a recent trade. So I'm going to kind of hit pause and get them kind of situated here. So this first group of 1/64th diecast he sent to me as kind of a gift to my wife because a couple drivers that she likes. We got Kyle Larson. So we got a lot of different Larson cars here. So we have his Ganassi Credit One car. We have his throwback to the old Hendrick Honda, Hendrick Chevrolet days. Got a nice race win. I'm not sure when that's from, but we'll just park those over there. Got several others here. We got the Nations Guard. That's the actual car that he debuted in with Hendrick in the 2022 Daytona, or 2021 Daytona 500. Got another Capital One car. Sure that there's a little difference in them. I'm not real familiar with all the differences, but Dylan's very knowledgeable on that. Got a nice little DC Solar car. Not sure when this one was ran. Definitely a cup car because it has that large, and it's got the round of 16 sticker on it. So we got some Kyle Larson's there, and then another driver she likes, Joey Logano. So we'll just kind of crisscross them there. A few different paint schemes on Joey. Looks like another race win there with all the confetti and such. Ooh, I did miss a Larson. It got buried here in my little stack. Nice McDonald's paint scheme. Then we have a Pennzoil. Usually the Pennzoil cars run at Vegas, or this particular scheme of the Pennzoil generally runs at Vegas. Then we have another base paint scheme. And then kind of another paint scheme. I like the gradients on the paint schemes, but the Verizon 5G, we'll probably be getting 5G home internet soon and dropping Comcast. So that's a pretty cool lot of cars there. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, clean this off, and continue with the rest of the mail day. As we continue here, I did forget one Joey Logano car, the AAA insurance car. Those typically, I'm not sure where they run those now, but they always ran the AAA or Auto Club schemes out at California. A few more die-cast here that are loose. We have a Bill Elliott, I'm going to think that's 1994 or 5 based on the paint scheme, because 96, 97, they kind of changed it up a little bit. With a Mark Martin, also about from the same time scheme, or same time period, not same time scheme. Look how low that spoiler is. So Reese's was the associate sponsor. I'm going to put that probably at 94, maybe 95. And those look to be one slightly smaller than 1/43rd scale, but slightly bigger than 1/64th scale. We have a, Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Prime Star 500. So that would be the spring race of 97. Who won that race? I'm drawing a blank on that race. Oh, that was the last race on the old configuration, so that would have been Dale Jarrett. And then we have a 97 Napa 500, the program car. So that would have been the first race on the new configuration. And I believe Jeff Gordon was the winner that day. And then we have, I call these belt buckles, but they're not. They're the little pieces. Oops. As Butterfingers here drops everything. These are the pieces that when you have like the die cast, it's above it in the Premier packaging, which I don't have one that I can show you. But we have I believe that's the 25th anniversary of STP and Richard Petty. Petty Enterprises got the Monopoly, obviously, from Bill Elliott. Bobby Labonte, 1996 there with Shell. Joe Nemechek, Burger King. And then we have Cartoon Network. Steve Grissom Robert, no, 96 Grissom started the year, and Robert Presley ended the year after some decisions by Gary Bechtel in that team to pull Steve Grissom out of the car mid-year. So let's pause this and go to our next set of items. So a couple items we have here, superstars of NASCAR racing. They're made by Toy Biz. So we have Dale Jarrett. Of course, we got a Fleer Ultra Trading Card, the Dale Jarrett figure, helmet, and a trophy with the facsimile-esque signature. And then I just now seen the nose of the car underneath there. That was a little different. So you got Bill Elliott, nose of the car, Bill, his card, the helmet, and a trophy. And it's just funny because the only thing Bill won while driving his own car was the 2000 qualifying race at Daytona. Kind of had a lot of bad luck in that 94 car and never could get to a points-paying win. So I'm going to pause real quick. And I forgot about these additional die-cast. So we got another few Joey Logano cars that will display here. And then a Kyle Larson. This is probably my favorite Larson scheme of at least the Target days. And then a couple more of the Shell Pennzoil and the AAA insurance. Those actually got shifted behind another stack, so I did want to make sure that all those were featured. Very, very thoughtful of you to send these cars for Miss Octane. I know she appreciates it. So we have some cards here, and I had them separated. And as always, I'm in a state of disarray. So we're going to go through the first stack here. A lot of these, this first stack are cards that come in with the die cast. Oops, let's flip it over. I'm not going to flip all these over, but I like these because they give you different stats, different photos, and whatnot. Some of these would be good for TTM. You got Tony Stewart, Steve Park, Dale Jr. And I always like these, the To The Max, with this Chromium Racing Champions / Max cards. This is Jeffrey Bodine. Got a Hot Wheels Racing. That'd be fun to get signed by Kyle Petty. Ernie Irvan. Kyle Petty. Mark Martin. Derek Cope. And I always like the Racing Champions had the facsimile signatures on the front. And they also had them on the back as well. Jeff Bodine. Dale Jr. John Andretti. Ricky Rudd when he was driving his own team. Dale Jr. once again. Who do we have here? Ted Musgrave. J.D. McDuffie. And I believe this was taken in J.D.'s shop. There's a couple Facebook and Twitter groups that they talk about that picture here and there. Tyler Reddick with the Cat Car. Wally Dallenbach. Greg Sachs with the Thornapple Valley. We got a regular card in there. I don't know how that, or a press pass card. Elvis with Rusty, or Rusty with Elvis. Take your pick. Bobby Labonte. Ricky Craven. Dale Jarrett. What is that? 95 Pinnacle. Brett Bodine. Jimmy Spencer, 94 Power. This is part of that Earnhardt set. 87 First Union 400. That was a pretty strong win by him. A statement win. Dale Jr. signing some autographs there. Got Rusty Wallace, happy about his win at Richmond and getting a plaque to hang on his wall. Max on the road again. Excuse me. Sterling Marlin, 94 Tracks, 96 Press Pass, David Green. These are pretty cool cards, the hauler cards with a little bit of psychedelic look in the background. These were part of the Petty decade cars. So you got one that's probably from the 70s. Yep, 1971. That's definitely the 60s. And then this one's going to be, I'm going to say that's probably 75. Wasn't off by much. Then we have some more cards with DW95 Max Premier Plus. Part of this Dale Sr., Dale Jr. set. Brian Vickers, American Eagle. Jimmy Spencer, what is that, 2003 press pass. Tony Stewart winning at Daytona. I believe Boris Said was on the pole for that race. Bobby Hamilton. Brian Vickers again. Memorable moments. That car is down at the International Motorsports Hall of Fame, Talladega. Recommend you go see that. Dale Jr., Dale Sr. Dave Marcus, the Prodigy car. Sterling Marlin, lap leader, 2001 Stealth. Jeremy Mayfield, a very young Jeff Gordon. Got Dale Sr., Dale Jr. once again chatting about something. Jimmy Spencer. Rusty's still smiling because he got that trophy. Michael Waltrip. Junior and Senior once again. Junior with his, I guess, a skull cap. I don't know what else you'd call it. 2005 Daytona 500 winner. I think it was a first green-white checker Daytona 500 finish. Todd Bodine. Tabasco Fiasco. Jimmy Spencer. Dale Jr. Unical Race Stoppers. And a, is that a Torker or a Scorcher? I think it's a Torker. Morgan Shepherd. 94 VIP. Is it 94 95? 95 VIP. So we're going to hit pause for our final segment here. Couple additional cards that we had in this lot was a David Green, the Busch Beer from the Action diecast. These were slid in behind the Action diecast. And a Kenji Momoda. I believe I've got a Kenji Momoda autograph that I picked up on eBay a number of years ago. So we have our final installment of diecast. We have a 2024 Wave 4 Chris Buescher. Always like the Fastenal paint jobs. They always seem to look pretty nice. Another one from Wave 4. Seems to be the Blue Wave. Kyle Busch. Lucas Oil Products. And we continue the 2024 Blue Wave. Ryan Preece with the United Rentals. And this is from, I think this is 2023. I can't remember. You'll have to update me on this. But it's the Darlington Throwback Weekend. Austin Hill. Kind of running, I believe that's a Harvick throwback. I cannot remember. Maybe it's the Harvick Payday throwback. And it's not going to stay because my table's not level. The Sheldon Creed with the AC Delco throwback of Kevin Harvick. And our final car, final item of the day, 1996 Cup Champion, Terry Labonte. Nice little commemorative card there with the roof as well, commemorating his second and final Cup Series championship. So Dylan, as always, thank you for the trade. Really do appreciate it. I know Miss Octane thanks you for the die-cast as well, and maybe she'll put some little diorama or something together with that, and then I can put it up in here and display it. So anyway, as always, thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and we will see you later.